out about my son's arrest while I was in prison, it makes me afraid.
I don't know that I was shocked because I had been warning Chase for years to stop with the drinking. There was nothing in a bar that was going to bring you no good fortune.
The worst possible thing as a parent that you can think of is the thought that he is conducting himself in a way that's just leading down a bad path. It breaks my heart.
Welcome back. That was a clip from the Chrisleys' Back to Reality, the family's new Lifetime series. We're joined now by Todd and Julie's 29-year-old son, Chase. Chase, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I gotta tell you, I feel like we watched you from a little kid. How old were you when the series started? The first
15.
You were 15.
I was.
So you grew up on TV in front of all of us, and the world watched what had to be one of the most challenging things that anyone could experience, which was watching your parents go to prison. Mm-hmm. Earlier this year, you were arrested for simple battery. We have a clip of you talking about how you struggled to cope while they were in jail. Let me play that clip for you.
After the conviction came down, literally the very next day, this show was canceled. I 100% took the show for granted. It was like the best job in the world. After my parents went away, like when I started drinking, like I would just go and go and go and go and go, and just wasn't setting any boundaries for myself and didn't really have anybody to tell me no.
Tell me more about what life was like.
I mean, when you lose, like our family is really close, so when you lose like the backbone of your family, like there's nothing that can prepare you for that. So did I handle it the best way? No. Did I learn a very valuable lesson? I did.
Todd, you said you weren't surprised.
Well, I have never had alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's never been around us. And so for my child to start doing that, and he had started that, I think around 17, 18, and it continued. He would go out or he would go to the Bahamas or wherever. And I said, you need to stop with this drinking. I don't know where it's coming from, but there's no good to come from it. So everything that happens, God is in control of. And it took him getting a mugshot for him to say, okay, maybe Daddy was right.
How did that make you feel when he said that just now?
I mean, he's right, but I mean, I've always had to learn the hard way, and this was no exception. But, I mean...
Do you think it got worse, though, because they were behind
Absolutely,
bars?
yeah. I just, didn't know how to really process my emotions and how I was feeling. So, I just turned to drinking. Yeah. And I'm sober now. Yeah. But, it was a valuable lesson.
It always goes back to, was it worth it? And
what worth it?
Was the reality show from the very beginning worth it, knowing what you, forget that you all went to prison, I'm not diminishing that, what it did to your children?
I don't think that the show did anything to us. It gave us a voice to where we can speak out and we can help people. And if someone can learn from my mistakes, then it was worth it.
So all of the run. Yeah. What do you think, Julie?
Absolutely, and I think it just goes back to, as a mom, I have always said, you're only as happy as your saddest child. Yeah. And there's just so much truth to that. So the fact that we were in prison and I had to witness this, and when you're in prison, your time kind of stands still. Things kind of stand still for you.
But it has to be suffocating to know that you can't help your
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, Mike. Our time stood still in there as our kids are living their lives, as they're making mistakes.
Savannah had to take custody of the children.
Yes.
Of Grayson
and Chloe. The two youngest.
And the only thing you can do is pray, because the worst fear that you have, and I think anybody that is incarcerated or who has ever been incarcerated, that they would agree, is the fear of something happening to someone that you love while you're in there.
And something happened to someone you love. So your worst fear came true.
Yeah.
One of them.
Well, yes, that was a bad situation, but we didn't lose our child.
Absolutely.
I was in there with men that lost their children.
Absolutely.
So, we don't have this victim mentality. There's someone that's in worse shape than we are, and I look at it and I say that, we are still very blessed. Our children are healthy. None of us are dying at this moment that we know of. And we're not worried about how we're going to have our next meal.
Yeah.
And so many people are.
You did reveal recently, Chase, that you had a health scare, and you talked about it on the show a little bit. What's going on?
I mean, I'm better now. The doctor just had to find like the right medication because I was having stomach issues.
Do you think it was related to stress and everything that was going on?
I mean, I'm sure that helped. That added on to it, yeah.
But you're in great shape now, you think?
I am. I'm in a lot better shape, and that's all glory to God.
We'll be right back with the Chrisleys after the break.
Coming up, Todd responds to rumors of infidelity.
The prosecutor dropped it in there because the press was in the room.
And are there more reality shows in their future?
Yeah, he's not gonna mess up my check.